Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to start our fourth unit in the instrumentation system. So, in the fourth unit, we are going to study about the data transmission and telemetry system. Uh, this data transmission and telemetry system looks like our data acquisition system, which we studied in our third unit. So, but there is a difference. In the data acquisition system, we are expecting that measuring end is the comfortable area, means sometimes the human beings can go and measure the physical parameters and also measure the condition of the devices. But in case of the telemetry system, it is going to be quite different. The data transmission and telemetry system, in short, I'm going to use the terminology called as a telemetry system. Don't bother about it. Okay. So telemetry system is nothing but here also we are going to measure the information, process the measured information, record that information, and also display the information for the people who would like to measure the present condition of the system, Okay, so that is what the main intention of the telemetry system. In case of the data acquisition system, it is a very small scale industry, but in case of the telemetry system, means this telemetry system can be extended up to the satellite communication also, which we are going to see within a few minutes. Okay, so in the telemetry system, we are going to use the measures, we are going to use the transducers, which are going to be measures the physical parameters. So the area where we are going to measure the physical parameter is a remote area, and which is a inaccessible area. The human beings cannot go and measure the physical parameters like temperature, pressure, flow of liquid, all those things. We can't go and check it out manually. The human beings cannot reach to that area. So in those areas, we are going to use the transducers, and they are going to be convert the physical entities into the electrical signal, and they are going to be recorded for the future use and displayed on the screens for observing the present situation of those what is that the devices which we are using. Okay, so in the telemetry system, before going to the further process, let us define the telemetry system. What exactly the telemetry system? So the telemetry system is says that it is the automatic recording system, and which is used for measuring the variables in inaccessible locations, and process that information and store that information for the future use. So whatever the information which we are measuring, I'm saying that it is an inaccessible location. Now on the screen you can see that it is a remote or the inaccessible location. Inaccessible location means, for example, I would like to measure the present condition of the satellite which is revolving around the planets. It may be the Earth, it may be the Sun, whatever it is, whatever the planets we are the satellite is revolving. We least bother about around which planet is it is revolving. We only bother about, I would like to measure the present condition of the satellite, means what is the temperature around that particular satellite, what is the pressure experienced by the satellite, whether all the components within the satellite are working properly or not. In order to check out all those things, what we are going to do means, before sending the satellite to the space, we are going to use the transducers. We are going to place the transducers in the satellite parts, and we are going to measure those conditions, the present condition of the satellites. Okay, means before sending the satellite to the space, we are going to install the transducers in the satellite, wherever from which location you would like to know the present condition of the satellites, means what machinery components you would like to monitor, and what are all the physical parameters you would like to measure from the space, and all those things. For measuring all those variables as well as the machinery condition, we are going to install the proper transducers, and we'll send the satellite to the space. Okay, so once it reaches to the space, we are interested to check it out. What is the present temperature of the environment within the space, and what is the pressure experienced by the satellite when it is revolving around the planets, and also do we have any mechanical issues inside the satellite. In order to check it out all those things, we are using the technology called as a telemetry system. So that's why we are using one word called as a inaccessible area. So once we send the satellite to the the space, do you think that the human beings are going to go directly to the satellite and measure the present conditions of the satellite as well as the temperature of this within the space when it is revolving in order to check it out all those things? Do you think that the human beings can go and check it out all those things? It is not possible. So because of that, what we are doing is we are using the telemetry system. So now the question is, okay, in order to measure the physical parameters as well as the present condition of the satellite which is revolving around the sun or any planet, once we measure the information using the transducers, how we are supposed to send the information to the base station? Means we can't go and check the present condition of the satellite. Because of that, we are using the telemetry system. So we are installed the transducers. Using the transducers, we are measuring the present condition of the satellite, and that measured information is going to be transferred to the base station. Base station is nothing but it is the area where we are going to receive the information which is going to be transferred by the transducers from the satellite to the base station. The area where we are going to receive the information, process that information, analyze that information, and store that information as well as display the information on the screen. So that area, whatever the processing, analyzing, displaying process is going to be done, that area is called as a base station. So which is going to be there on the ground. We are not only using the telemetry system in the satellite communication, we can also use the telemetry system in the medical field, in the power plants, in the dams also, in order to check it out the water flow as well as what is the present means whatever the dams which we are taking in order to open the gates as well as close the gates. If we are using the automatic system, then obviously we are going to use the telemetry system, because every time the human beings cannot go and check that condition manually. It is not possible. So that's why we are going with the automatic system. So there we are measuring the information, okay, using the telemetry system, and we are sending that information to the base station. Now the question comes that in which format we are able to send the information to the base station. Okay, if I'm taking the example of satellite, I'll go with the ground connections later, but I'll let me define something related to the satellite. So if I'm going with the satellite communication, the measured information which is measured by the transducers from the satellite is going to be transferred to the base station with the help of the different types of techniques. So in those techniques, means the information is going to be relayed using the radio, infrared, ultrasonic, GSM, satellite, or the cable, means wireless communication or the wired communication. Okay now, but in the satellite communication, it is not possible going with the wired communication. We are obviously going with the wireless communication. So the information is going to be transferred to the base station in case of the satellite. But if we are going to the power plants, if we are going to the water dams, if we are going to the medical field, even if we are going to the antennas, we are using that communication systems right now, like telephones, all those things. Okay, so when you are going for the telephonic communication, obviously we are going to use the antennas which are called as the towers. So with the help of the towers, we are able to maintain the signal strength for each telecommunication. So in order to check it out the present status of the that particular antenna, if at all there is any issue, obviously the user is going to be informed that information to the the corresponding telephone guys, means like you with the help of means we are simply making a call to the telephone operators, and we are asking them why we are facing the issues. Then definitely they are going to intimate that information to the higher authorities, so that the higher authorities are going to be informed that information to the technical engineers, so that the technical engineers are going to be take the telemetry system, observe the present condition of that particular antenna, and they will go for doing the necessary operation automatically. But if it is not done, obviously they will send the technical person to that particular antenna. Means if in order to resolve the small issues which are occurring at that time, they are going to analyze the present information, and they'll send the feedback to that particular system, so that it is going to be adjusted automatically. But if it is not possible, then obviously we are sending the human beings. I'm talking about the on-ground field, not in the space case. Okay, now I'm not going with the space right now. So it is the on-ground. Space is a wireless communication. Okay. So let us, as I said, the telemetry system is nothing but it is the automatic recording system which is going to be used in the inaccessible areas and measured inaccessible areas and measuring the information what we are expecting and giving that information to the base station. In the base station, we are going to use the means there are the data analyst engineers which are going to be there in the base station. They'll receive the stream of information from the measuring end, and they'll analyze that particular information, and they'll put it on the paper, or they'll record that information and try to recollect the design the received information in such a way that they are going to analyze the what is the present situation of that particular area. Okay, so to do that one, we are using the base system. So here the telemetry system not only used in the space communication, means in the satellite communication, it is also used in the medical field, it is also used in the power plants, it is also everywhere. For example, we are taking the aeroplane. So once the plane is take off, is it possible to the technician guy to go and do certain observations on the observations in plane? It is not possible, like how much air pressure is experienced by the plane, and whether the means the sensors are working properly or not, in order to check out the ground height from the aeroplane, as well as whether the wheels are closed properly or not once the takeoff is done. In order to do all those things, obviously there are the telemetry systems which are used in the plane, as well as everything is not going to be done by the pilot who is residing and taking care of the aeroplane. Okay, it is not going to be done by the pilot to do that operation. He is only the rider. He is going to take care of whether the plane is working properly or not, and take off the plane, run the plane, as well as land the plane at the destination. But he is not going to do any technical issues. He is going to only observe the measured values which are displaying on the screen in front of him, and he is going to inform that information to the base station. And in the base station, we are going to have the technical persons, technical engineers. We are going to analyze the information sent by the pilot, as well as some of them transducers to the base station, and they'll give the necessary information how to rectify the problems. So that is one of the example of telemetry system. So let me show you certain parameters. How let us suppose I would like to know how exactly the telemetry system is working. As I said, it is going to be measure. The main intention of the telemetry system is measuring the physical variables from the inaccessible location and send that information to the base station. In the base station, we are going to have the data analyst engineers who are going to analyze the information and record the information and display the information, as well as do the necessary steps. So all those things are going to be done with the help of the telemetry system, as well as whatever the receivers we are using. For example, I am taking the means when we are going for measuring the scenarios which are a little far away, obviously we are having the transmitter and the receiver. In the receiver case, we are going to receive the information which is a data stream, continuous data, and it is going to be analyzed by the data analyst, and after that they are going to estimate that what could be happened in that area, and they will analyze all those things based on the received information, and they'll display that one on the screen, as well as record that information for the future use. So that is what we are having using the telemetry system. Okay, if you want to see where we are exactly using the telemetry system, as I said, we are not only using in the satellite communications, we also use in the ground fields. Okay, telemetry systems, for example, I'm going with the dam, I'm going with the power plants, I'm going with the solar system, means I'm going to have the solar plant in order to generate the power. There, if at all certain issues are there, I would like to know the certain physical parameters. Means if we are using the plate, the solar plate, whether they are placed properly or not, do they experiencing the excess pressure, or do they experiencing the excess temperature. So in order to check it out all those physical parameters, we are going to use the transducers. which are going to be installed along with the this particular solar plates, okay, which is a very high-end industry. So after that, we are going with the what is that power plant, and even in that in the transportation also means nowadays we are having the bus space in the mm, what the travel in the transport. Uh, Here we are showing only the railways, not only in the railways, in the buses also. Nowadays we are having that scenario. Means if at all certain high-end traveling agencies are there, they are going to measure the what is happening inside the bus while it is running, and means we are having the without knowing to us. Let me tell you one simple example which I observed. So nowadays we are having the car own driving. So means we are going to rent that car, and we can go with the self drive. Okay. So there, in order to check it out whether the person is traveling or not, where he is going, all those things. In order to do that one, what the owner is doing is he is going to install the GPS system inside the vehicle, so that he is going to keep on monitor where exactly what is that the vehicle is moving, and where it is going to be halted, and whether he is going in our specified areas or not. So all those things we can easily observe using the GPS. So GPS is also one kind of telemetry system which is sensing the present location, and is sending that information to the satellite, from the satellite to the base station, the person who is observing. Okay, so that is what we are having. That is what we are means in that area. So we are using the telemetry system. Okay, not only the trains, in case of the normal self-driving cases also, self-driving. Otherwise, nowadays there are certain people who are going to use the transit users to install means the GPS system which is installed in the bikes also, in order to check it out whether whenever the bike is theft, obviously they are going to use the GPS system to check the present location of our vehicle, that is the bike. Okay, so there we are using the telemetry system not only in the ground cases, we are also using that one in the space communication also. It is one of the picture from the NASA. So there we are using the airborne system. We are measuring the pressure, temperature, all those things, and that information is going to be recorded, as well as it is going to be transferred to the ground. And the ground station, on the ground station, we are having the data analyst, and who is going to analyze the transferred information, and display that information, as well as store the information in a required format. And this is another example. There we are having the OSIRIS REX transmit telemetry system. So means we are taking the information. This is also one of the photograph from the NASA. So they are receiving the information from the satellite, and they are analyzing that information. So these are the few examples for the telemetry systems. So telemetry system is nothing but measuring certain physical parameters in inaccessible area and sending that one to the base system. Okay, so that is the main intention of the telemetry system. Now let us go for we're done with the ground, we're done with the space, and one more photograph where means this satellite is main intention is to know the stars, how they are aligned on the space, in the space. So they are going to measure that information related to the satellite, and that information is going to be transferred to the base station, from the base station to final display, from the base station to the final display. This is one of the example for telemetry system. Now let us go for the what is that data transmission methods. We are having the thing is called as data transmission method, depending on the format, in which format we are sending the information, depending on that in which format, as well as how long we are sending the information. Depending on that, data transmissions are classified into three types. One is a hydraulic transmission, another one is a pneumatic transmission, and the last one is a electrical and electronic transmission. So what exactly the hydraulic transmission means? In this case, the measured information is going to be transferred in the form of the liquid from the measure end to the base station, But the problem with this one is it is restricted with the distance. We can't use this kind of system in the long distances. Not only the hydraulic transmission, in the pneumatic transmission also. In the pneumatic transmission, we are sending the information using the gas pressure cases. Means gas compression. With the help of the gas compression, we are sending the information from one area to another area. So for this, I'm having a what is that? I'm having one information regarding this. What exactly the pneumatic transmission as well as the hydraulic transmission. On the screen, you are seeing that there is an example for pneumatic transmission. Gas is going to be pumped within the using the compression area. Means we are having one gas compression block. In that block, the gas is going to be compressed and released continuously. So here we are connecting the information, measuring information is going to be transferred to this element, and based on the received information, here we are using the transducer, which is not shown in this diagram. With the help of the transducer, we are measuring the information, and that information is given as an input to this particular block, and this is going to be compressed and release the gas in the container with the help of the input information. It is one of the example for what is that? That is a pneumatic transmission. This is another way of transmitting the information. Using the pneumatic. And let me show you the hydraulic. Hydraulic means there we are using the what is that? Liquid as a transmission medium. Okay, we are sending, means the information is going to be transferred. The sensed measured information is going to be transferred to the base station with the help of the what is that? In terms of the liquid. So that is what the second two methods means. We have seen the three methods now, the data transmission methods. There are three types of data transmission methods. So for this, I just shown the visual view for the hydraulic transmission, pneumatic transmission. And hydraulic transmission means sending sending the information using the liquid medium, and pneumatic transmission means sending the information using the compressed gas, all those things. But in the electrical and electronic transmission, so this is what the main intention of the fourth unit. How we are going to send the information, that is information which is sensed. Sensed means the physical parameters which we are measuring, like temperature, pressure, all those things. Those informations are going to be transferred in terms of the electrical and electronic signals format. Means in the electrical signal format, in the sense it is going to be the voltage, it is going to be the current, it is going to be the frequency, it is going to be the pulse format, it is also going to be the position format. Okay, so means the third method of the data transmission is going to be the main intention of our fourth unit. So in the fourth unit, we are going to study about the telemetry system using the electrical and electronic transmission. So here we are using the electrical and electronic transmission now. So in the electrical and electronic transmission, the measured values are going to be transferred in terms of the in terms of the electrical variables like voltage, current, frequency, all those things. Means impulse in the pulse format also we are going to send the information. So that is the main intention of the electrical and electronic transmission. So this is all about the brief explanation about the telemetry system. Now, let us suppose I am having the telemetry system and I would like to install the telemetry system. So what are the parameters? That means what are the components which are going to be integrated and showing that one as one telemetry system is a question. So for that, I'm having the diagram like this. So this is a diagram which is going to be describes the general telemetry system. It is going to be describes the the normal components which are going to be integrated to form the telemetry system. So as we know, these three parameters. So in the data acquisition system, we have seen the measuring end, where we are using the transducer, and measuring end means the area where we are trying to send the sends the information, physical information. As that information is going to be sensed by the transducer, and the transducer is going to be the one. Transducer is nothing but, all of you know that one, right? Transducer is nothing but which translates the physical information into the electrical signal. And we are having the end devices in the. I'm talking about the data acquisition system. Okay, now. So means this one, the measuring end, measuring primary sensing element, as well as the end devices. These three parameters are common in any measuring system. But in the telemetry system, three intermediate parameters are going to be introduced. Three intermediate devices are used in the telemetry system, which are going to be different compared to the data acquisition system. So here we are using the telemeter transmitter. So the three parameters, the three devices or the elements which are integrated as a part of the telemetry system. only there in the telemetry system actually. So those are nothing but the telemeter transmitter, telemeter channel, telemeter receiver. What exactly the telemeter transmitter is a question. Telemeter transmitter is nothing but the telemeter transmitter is the one which is going to be receives the information from the primary sensing element, which is nothing but the transducers, and converts that information into the electrical signal format. Converts that one information into the electrical signal format, so that the converted information can be easily transferred through the what is that telemeter channel. They can be easily transferred through the telemeter channel. So that is the main intention of our what we say, the telemeter channel. Okay, now so that is the main intention of the telemeter transmitter. So which converts the sensor information into the electrical signal format in such a way that they can be transferred easily through the telemeter channel. So once the telemeter channel is accepting information, means once the information is passing through the telemeter channel, it is going to be received by the telemeter receiver. The telemeter receiver is nothing but which is keep on receiving the data in terms of means which is a stream of data, continuous data. It is not going to be the means send the information after for every 1 hour or 2 hours. Sometimes it is going to be the gigabytes of data need to be transferred from the measuring end, which is going to be sensed by the transducers and sending that information to the down station. So it is not going to be the 1 MB data or the 2 MB data. It is going to be the gigabytes of data. Sometimes it is going to be the terabytes also. Okay. So that information is going to be transferred by the transmitter to the receiver, and in the receiver case we are going to use the high-end receivers, which is going to be receives the information, a data stream of information, and that is going to be processed by the processing elements, and after processing that information, that is going to be analyzed by the what is that, data analyst, because the data analyst is the one who knows about how exactly the measuring system is sending the information, in which format it is sending the information, how we are supposed to reconstruct that information at the base station. That is going to be done and realized by the data analyst only. So that's why the data analyst engineers are going to be sat in the base station. They are going to be collect the information from the processing element, and they will analyze the information, means how the communication, how the parameters are there, and if at all we are taking the satellite, how the satellite is working, whether all the parts of satellite is working properly or not, and do we have any means of fuel deficiency in the satellite. All those things are going to be calculated from the received data, and it is going to be recorded for the future use, as well as it is going to be displayed for the people who would like to see that information in the base station. Okay, so that is the main intention of the end device. So here in any recording system, these three components are same, but in the telemetry system, these three are going to be the extra. So in the telemetry system, we are using the telemeter transmitter. Telemeter transmitter is the one which is going to be converts the, actually here we are using the transducer which is converting the physical information into the electrical. That electrical information is not sufficient, means the available electrical information right over here, it is not sufficient to pass through the telemeter channel. That's why the telemeter transmitter will convert this electrical information into the understandable signal range, which can be transferred through the telemeter channel. So which can be easily propagate through the telemeter channel, and from the telemeter channel to the telemeter receiver. So telemeter receiver, as we know, it is going to be receives the information, and it is going to be processed, and the data analyst will analyze that information, and finally it is going to be recorded as well as displayed on the end device. But sometimes what we are going to do means, sometimes if at all we would like to do some automatic operations, means no need to wait for end devices and take certain decisions. We are expecting that if I have some parameter, let us suppose I'm measuring the temperature of one location. So then what I'm going to do means, I'm not going to wait for something. I'm going to means I would like to measure that one, and immediately if at all there is something going wrong, then immediately I would like to correct that one by controlling the appropriate devices. For that, what I'm going to do means, I'm going to use a closed loop system. Means in the end case, I'm displaying the information, I may use the feedback element from the this particular element, and means feedback element from this particular area, and it is going to be given as an input to whom? Input to the measuring device to turn on and turn off the system. Means we can also use the feedback element to control the operations automatically. So it is one of the means we can use a closed loop system here. Most of the cases we are not going with the automatic system, because if it is a satellite communication, obviously the robot should work if we are expecting the automatic scenarios. But nowadays we are not having that much of technology. Because of that, what we are going to do is, first we are receiving the information, and after receiving the information we are going to what we do, we are going to analyze that information and record that information and display that information. And one more thing is, whatever the techniques which we have seen in the data transmission methods, so it is not only depends on the transmitting media and how, in which format we are sending the information, but it is also depends on what the data lags. It also depends on the data lags. Data lags is nothing but, for example, what we do is data lags. Yeah, let me take one simple example which we are having regular case. Let us suppose you are using the 4G SIM. You are using the 4G SIM. So obviously in the rural areas we are not getting the 4G signals all time. So here are somewhere it is going to be converted into the 2G or 3G depending on the antennas which are installed in the rural areas. So we can't expect the speed reduction. Sometimes means, if there is a speed reduction, obviously there is a means the streaming of data is going to be halted for a little while. Okay, it is going to be passed for a little while. Are we expecting that kind of communication or that kind of internet facilities in our regular daily life? We are not expecting that part. Okay, means we are expecting the communication part should work with the highest speed. Here also the telemetry system should work with the highest speed. Means measurement is going to be done in one day, and transmitting the measured information to the base station is going to be done in the other day, and data analysis, all those things is going to be done on the other day. Means it is going to be very lagging. Okay, to rectify that one, we are using the communication part, that telecommunication part, which is the telecommunication channel with the highest speed. We are using the telecommunication channel with the highest speed, so that we are not expecting the no loss of information, as well as no loss of device performance. If we are not doing the means, if we are not observing the present situation, and if we are not reacting immediately, then definitely there is a loss, either in terms of machinery loss, or in terms of some other damages may be done in the system. So that's why what we are expecting is, we are expecting that the system should work with the highest speed. For that, we are supposed to use the highest data transmission methods, and also we are supposed to send the information the proper way. Based on that only, there are different data transmission and receiving methods. So this is a basic explanation of the telemetry system, general telemetry system, which is there in our regular cases. Okay, so there are types of telemetry systems depending on. Here we are sending the information. Let us suppose I am using the satellite communication. Obviously we may have the wired communication and the wireless communication. So if at all I am using the telemetry system for power plant, or I'm using the telemetry system for the power plant. Power plant means I would like to measure the certain machinery performance, whether they are working properly or not. In order to measure that one, I'm going with the transducers, and there we, as I said, we are installing the telemetry system. Okay, now, so in that case, what we are going to do means, we are going to use the telemetry system now. So at that time, the information is going to be transferred from the measuring end to the base station, either in the word format or in the wireless format. In which format we are sending, in which communication, means whether it is a word communication or the wireless communication. Based on that, the types of telemetry systems are divided into two. Means there are two types of telemetry systems based on the medium. Means whether we are using the physical communication or the wireless communication. Okay, now wired or wireless communication. Based on that, the telemetry systems are of two types. One is a landline telemetry system, and another one is a radio frequency telemetry system. Landline telemetry system, another one is a radio frequency telemetry system. Again, landline telemetry system is nothing but, in the landline telemetry system, we are going to use the word communication between the transmitter and the receiver. We are going to use the word communication, means the telemetry channel is nothing but, in this case, the telemetry channel is a word communication. That wire may be the any twisted wire, any coaxial cable, any optical fiber, any telephone cable, or any telephone graph tables, different types of word communications which we are having. So if in the landline telemetry system, we are using the physical path for the transmitting the data from the what is that transmitted to the receiver. Okay, here we are using the physical path, which is nothing but the wired communication. So that's why we have a thing called as a landline telemetry system. The telemetry system is called as a landline telemetry system. In this telemetry system, we are using the physical path for transreceiving the data. We are using the physical path for transreceiving the data. Okay. After that, we are having the radio frequency telemetry system. In the radio frequency telemetry system, the data is going to be exchanged. Means the data is going to be transferred in the wireless format. Means the information is going to be transferred from the transmitter to the receiver using the wireless, not the wired communication. Using the wireless, not the wired communication. So based on the communication path, the data telemetry systems are divided into two types. One is the landline telemetry system and another one is the radio frequency telemetry system. So this is the all about a brief explanation of the what is that telemetry system and the types of data transmission, the data transmission methods, as well as the types of telemetry system which we have seen in this class. So if you are having any doubts regarding this particular class, then you can raise your doubts in the WhatsApp group so that I'm going to clarify those doubts. I can't go beyond this time period because of what is that technical issues, like recording is not going to be done more than the 35 minutes because it is a high-end recording, and after that uploading the information onto the YouTube is very difficult if it is a time duration is more. That's why I'm not making the long period of classes. Okay, so this is for now. So if you are having any queries regarding this particular topic, then you can raise your queries in the WhatsApp group. Thank you.